Hello, my friends, and welcome. Welcome back. Today is going to be a short one, short and sweet, that deals with a very important subject that you all have to be very, very concerned about. Because as we raise our boys in today's environment, and I'm talking to you single mothers, I'm talking to you individuals who have this mindset of, oh, we're entering into a new generation where we have to have this emotional understanding of kids and let them play out with their emotions. Well, I'm going to show you an example of when you leave an emotional boy to run free with his emotions and for him to feel that he has the freedom to be a boy. I'm going to show you the consequences of that. This is a young boy on a train in Sydney, Australia, right? And he has an encounter with an old man. Now, I can't show you the violent parts because of YouTube rules. But what I am going to show you, I'm going to leave the audio there because it's very important for you guys to understand that this is the world that we're going to see more and more of. So when I warn you guys, when I warn you single mothers, when you raising boys to be like women, where they're not stoic, when they're not able to control their emotions, and now you're old and these young boys are now growing up in this world, you're going to see the danger this places on the older generation. Because these boys no longer see the elderly. These boys no longer see women as people to be respected. But anyway, I talk too much. Let's get into the video.
What are you gonna do?
Hey! Oi!
Hey! You wanna knock off the meat ticket? You want to fucking make me? Hey!
Sit down!
I'll got the meat ticket, I'll crack you.
What you say? What you say? Who are you gonna crack? Who are you gonna crack?
Get him off the train.
Who are you gonna crack? Get off the train now!
Train, mate, come on.
Get off the train, you donkey!
Come on, don't do this, mate.
Get off!
Come on, knock this off.
Get off!
Watch your language.
You're gonna hit an old man, you piece of shit!
Come on.
Why'd you hit me? Why did you hit me?
You can just hop off the train, take the next one and solve it. Alright?
You're a fuck.
People like that, don't start off the train.
You understand, and can you see the generation of men who are protecting the old man versus the young pup who comes from a whole different generation of boys who don't understand and who they should be in society? I'm assuming that little young boy don't have a father figure. Because you ladies don't understand, when you put testosterone and emotions together, you have a nasty combination. And if you don't have other men to check that shit, and I'm talking men, because I can assure you, if this was in America, more than likely, you'll have everybody sitting back watching going, yeah, none of my business, none of my business. And that poor old man would have been assaulted by this little whippersnapper. And I bring this up because yesterday I was doing some training and helping out some guys with some martial arts move in the gym. And a new guy came in, big guy, stronger. And I was showing them how different men have different fighting styles, right? And I had never seen this new guy fight before. So I just said to him, just turned to him randomly. And I said, let's fight. We shook hands and we just squared off. And I said, oh, that's it. And immediately I could identify what type of style he did. So I'll know how to defend myself against that style. And that's what I was teaching the young man on the side. So anyway, we went back to the little tussling. Now this dude is half my age, bigger than me. And at one point he just picked me up, right? Now, when you pick up a man, you know, it's a whole different type of feeling you get from just punching a guy when you pick up a man. So I tell you this because there's no defense really from a man who has you up off the ground that would be legal in a ring to let him put you down. In other words, I couldn't choke him out. I was above him. I could elbow him in the top of his head, but it wouldn't have that severe of an effect. As a martial artist and someone who's learned to freaking destroy an opponent, the other reaction is to gouge his eyes, dig them in deep, and pull it apart. Or go to the back of the head and stick my thumbs into his eardrums and push in with all my might. Now that would permanently lame the dude for lifting me up. And that would not apply to this situation because we're only practicing. But I want you now to transfer this onto the streets. Now imagine if I was confronted by a kid on the street who wants to scrap with me for no reason at all because I'm just there. He don't like how I'm walking or I said something to correct him. He gets in my face. I'm not going to spar with him like I'm going to play with him. I'm going to have to hurt him because I know he's going to hurt me. Because my fragile ass, my lack of flexibility, I have to take him out as fast as I can because I'm not going to have the stamina or the strength to deal with him. So I have to use lethal techniques to defend myself, and I'm going to probably do it before he even throw the first blow. Because his first blow, with his speed and youth and strength, could hurt my ass. So I have to be proactive. Preemptive strike, they call it in war. When you blow up another person's camp before they can get off their weapons. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So now I have to hurt this child or kid because he's been an ass, but lame him so he don't have get up in anger. I have to put him out. So that means I got to break a knee. I got to, grab and wrench his groin. I have to gouge his eyes and blind him just because I'm not going to get my ass kicked in just because I need to be nice because he's a kid. But it was just beautiful to see other men who are not old who can put his little ass in place, because we need men like that to defend the people who can't defend themselves. Because if that was an old woman or a young girl or even any woman at all, this little 12-year-old kid, 13, 14-year-old, I don't know, he could hurt them. Look at the size of this little sucker. He's about 6'1", big dude. So ladies, gentlemen, you have to understand one basic rule of life. We have to create men. We have to understand the severity of the problem that we're facing when we create these half men, half women and putting them into society with testosterone coursing through their veins. They're dangerous. So I'm glad to see that the real men stepped in and protected this old man.
Doing these days.
Well, I'm taking care of you.
You're taking care of me.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm my dad's keeper.
It's cheaper.
No, I'm your keeper. I am my dad's keeper.
Oh, keeper. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. I was your keeper for quite a while. So now it's your turn. Take care of me.
That's exactly right, Dad. The cycle of life. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
So I just want to read a few comments on how people respond to this video, just so I can show you the two train of thoughts when it comes to our society. This little soft-ass dude, he's so wrong for assaulting the kid. Really? This is what I'm talking about. That little kid was ready to get physical with that old man. And this strong man who held his butt down and scared the crap out of him, because that's important. This man did the right thing. This man had to scare the crap out of him so that he will never do that again. If you don't scare a bully will keep bullying other people who are weaker than him. So this man did the right thing. He didn't choke him out. Now, I blurred out the video. You can't see what happened, but I'll tell you what happened. The guy basically grabbed him around the neck and sat him down in his seat. And then he gave him a tongue lashing. Kid couldn't move. He scared the crap out of him. And then the second guy comes in and he gave him a calmer lesson. Get off the train, get off the train. The first guy, he had to be the bad cop. That had to scare the crap out of him. This is how men operate. Both of these men knew their roles. They knew exactly what they had to do. I would have done the exact same thing. If I heard one guy came at him ultra aggressive, I would come at the kid with a little bit less tone, because it don't make sense both of us going at him with harsh tone. But he has to be put in his place. This little kid would not respond to, hey, Johnny, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't talk to older people like that. You gotta have respect. No, that's not the way to do it now. You think this little kid would respond to that? No, he's a bully. He needs another man stronger than him to put him back where he's supposed to be, in a child's spot. This is what you guys gotta understand. Somebody responded, perfect response. That's what he needs today. Men to be men. This is somebody that understands it. Black 3 Stam said, did that full-grown man put his hands on him? See, we're back to the stupidity again. Unbelievable. Faith says, response like that won't make that boy any better. Actually, may turn him into something worse. No, women don't understand violence. This is the problem. If that boy isn't put in his place with fear, grow up to be massive bullies if he's not stopped instantly. I just don't understand how today's people think. I swear to God, man. And somebody responded to her. Jacobs responded to her. People like you are the problem. Yes. Somebody responded, they didn't hurt him enough. I'm disappointed. I hope that man don't get charged. Today's day and age, you just never know. Mr. Gerard says, and this is why fathers are important. So, guys, you can see that all the men are understanding this importance of having men in these guys' lives, you know. You got milk, Lopez said. In America, everyone would just watch and record with their phones and not step in to help. Kudos to those people for getting involved. The difference of good people not helping these days is sickening. Yep, absolutely. Another man responded, Gray Taylor said, it's effing insane that I instinctively felt on edge for the guy who put the brat in his place. Like the world we live in today has basically made me expect someone to flip out on the guy who taught the little shit a lesson, because society has gone so effing soft. Good on the guy, and the entire train passed the vibe check. Yep, absolutely. Somebody said, Aussie Joe Pesci gives me hope for humanity. He does look like Joe Pesci and sound like Joe Pesci.
Great before.
It's his first case.
Now, didn't I tell you dress appropriately?
You were serious about that?
That's funny, actually. Joe Apollo says, that is the response this generation deserve. He was lucky the men didn't punch his face. Exactly. And this lady said, best thing I've seen all this week. And someone also said, buy that man a drink. And Melanie King responded, if more people did this to the entitled youth of today, the world would be a better place. And the dog mother, she said, exactly how situations like that should be handled. Need more men like this in the US. Yeah. And guys, I'll end it there, but I wanted you all to understand that if we don't have a society of strong men protecting society from other strong, wicked men, our society will collapse. This is what you guys have to understand. We have to create strong men. The only way to create strong men is to teach them discipline. That's it. Because in order for you to build strength and power, you have to be disciplined. In order for you to be disciplined, you have to have some sense of responsibility. And with that sense of responsibility comes a sense of concern. That is what you all have to understand about being a man. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Subscribe. Let me know what you all think. It was a quick one. Just thought I'd share this video because one of my viewers shared it with me. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.